The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Check 90.
3. 1. Crunch.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Slam.
1. 3.
40's a mic. All day, dog. Watch the eye. Under 10.
1.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mike, 44. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Now a play fake here on first down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8.
Wide, get wide.
To throw is Mariota, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6 at the Lions' 45-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Where are they, team?
Shift. Watch the shift. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Showing that, showing that. Sponge, sponge, sponge.
One.
Hey, check 24.
One.
They'll run on second down with Cohen.
Rush in.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So forget the 3 and out. The penalty makes this 1st and 10.
Switch. Check 13. Check 13. Check 3.
Now Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Let's go, D. Shift.
One.
Go.
3.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Watch the pass. Hey, 25 the mic. We go 25 the mic. Here we go. Motion. Hey, 25 the mic. We go 25 the mic.
One.
Motion.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 28. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did. Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. First down, a run with Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the 25-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D.
3.
Safety creek. Safe. He's coming.
Where are they, team?
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen.
Go, run.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on third down.
One.
Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Bandit. Buzz. Hey, 25 the mic. We're going 25 the mic. Got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Three.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at the 20. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Stafford here. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
First down, Detroit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Play action, Stafford. He'll get this one to Golladay. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. First down Lions on a pickup of 13. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive.
No.
Take this one down near the 15. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's a quick throw complete to Golladay. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Check, 280. 40 got.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
I'm coming after you.
One.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Following the interception here, Mariota. That's caught by Jackson. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Out. 5 down. Stand up in. Check the backer. Check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the...
One.
Here's Mariota. That's complete to Robinson. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Checking crack. Shift. Check.
3.
Switch it. Bang. One.
They'll run on 1st down. Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
For
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Hey, switch gears.
One.
Mariota. It's his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's a fake. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play fake. Mariota. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Shoot.
3.
Watch twist.
3.
Jam.
So that'll back him up 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Hey, watch this.
Where are they, team?
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And the pressure gets to him again. Devon Kennard in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one good for 37 yards.
A gain of 37 yards.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder coming up at halftime. We'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone. Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
3. 1. SOS. Joker. 1.
To throw Mariota. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence...
Oh, wide open, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, Detroit. Marvin Jones, 79 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
One.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Scene 6. Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Stop your whining.
3.
Hey, 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The ex-Iowa Hawkeye Mike Daniels in for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have.
Fresno.
3rd and long here for Mariota. That is caught by Cohen. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Chicago. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from up in Seattle. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yeah.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there.
And the Lions first down.
Stafford now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Detroit.
180. 32.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike.
Get that quarterback.
Out of the gun, Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now on first down, he's going to sneak it. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That sack by Khalil Mack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
To try again after the sack. Stafford. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down. Third and 2, Stafford. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Tackle was made by Joel Iyiegbuniwe.
At the 42-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Check 9, check 9. Watch safety creep, watch safety creeping.
22! Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That second down play nets a -4.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll find Hall. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Well, there to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Set! Blue 60! Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Throw left side complete. That's Hall. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
So on 4th down, the Lions turn it over to Matt Prater for the field goal try. From the left hash, this from 34. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches.
One. Check. Lucky. One. Slam.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Here I come. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. One. One.
On 2nd down now, it's Cohen, and he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing, Mariota. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two.
Middle. Screen, watch the screen. Small.
After the interception, here's Stanford. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Quick edge. Three.
Back to it after the pick six. Mariota. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Where are they, team?
Mariota now. And that is caught. What a grab at the 8. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Three. 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Check the outs. Check the outs. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to
One.
Here we go.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. Able to find Shaheen here. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ricky.
One.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. I got him. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Here we go. At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike. Rabbit.
Now Mariota on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Stafford. On the crossing route, complete. It's Hall. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing fancy really on either side. They were just trying to punch it between the tackles but could not get it done.
That felt very old schoolish, didn't it? Because we always talk about how we spread it out on offense nowadays and try and create some running lanes. That one was really tight. Go get it. A big pile of bodies. Didn't quite get there.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Khalil Mack able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play action sack. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A huge play there for Chicago. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff to Cohen running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
We're going 25 to Mike. Echo. Watch the run. Watch
Now Mariota. Open man, Tanner Gabriel. Great footwork, but still wrangled down before reaching the 20.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
At 25 to Mike. We'll go 25 to Mike.
Check safety, check safety.
Motion.
Now Mariota. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown Bears. Allen Robinson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears cut into that lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it makes the score 21-10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be covered up by the Lions, and that might just about seal the deal. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Stafford now to throw. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And now look at him go. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions are able to extend their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2.
Hey, give me radar.
The shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus.
And he lost the football. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score.
And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of. But now it's about taking the ball away, taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Lions, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Poss, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, the head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space out your mind. But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin. Subjugate the